I think a lot of us don't feel as qualified as we can. And you know what? Here's the bottom line to our life. We have so much more potential than we believe we have each and every day. But remember this, the actions mean more than words. Action is what you need to do in life. Hello everyone, my name is Brian Geringer, back again, President and CEO, First and Service Staffing Solutions. Excited to be with you this week. It's actually been a couple weeks since, it's been a little bit actually since I made some videos. It's been probably about 6 weeks, because sometimes we make a number in advance and it feels good to be back in front of the camera. And I share that with you, the transparency, that being the truth, because sometimes some weeks go by and it's good for you to kind of refocus in your mind. And I don't know when this one's going to go out, but I know presently it is actually the 15th of February of 2020. And the reason I put that date out is because a lot of us had a New Year's resolution. And we were super, super excited. New Year's resolution, oh, we're here with our friends. Every year we get together with, last 3 years we got together with the same group of friends. We have a good time at my buddy's house in PA, and he's a chef. We eat more than we should. We have a lot of laughs together when we're together. And you know, everyone sits back and they make that resolution. You know, one of my vices is a cigar, and so usually we were hanging out around the fire on New Year's Eve, having a cigar with some friends, and it happened to be something I enjoy doing, kind of relaxing, talking, and you know, you talk about what's going to be different. What is going to be different? How is life going to be different? So ironically, this weekend I was away. And I was just sitting there, and we were at a vineyard having a glass of wine and just talking. And one of the questions came up with some people, what's different? What has been different? And I want to ask you something. I want to encourage you on something right now. I want you to think about it. We're now a month and a half into 2020. Have you made a difference? Have you realized that actions speak louder than words? Because right now, you could sit back and let this year go by and another month and do what all of us do. Oh my gosh, how could it already be the 15th of February? Now at this point in time, it's about 9 o'clock at night, so probably not too much more you can do on this day. It's a Sunday. But what are you going to do on the 16th and the 17th and the 18th and the 19th and 20th? And what are you going to do on the next month and the next month and the next month? Because here's what we have to realize. Actions do speak louder than words. In fact, if it's at night, maybe there's certain things you can't do. You know what? A couple of things you can do at night is you can sit back and you can work on your goals. You can work on journaling. You can work down writing what it is you want to make a difference. When you were out there on New Year's Eve, wherever you were, whether you were home and quiet or you were out with a bunch of friends, you were out at a restaurant, you were out in Times Square if you're from New York or wherever you might be, you had things in your mind that you wanted to do. My question is, have you taken action yet? Because again, you'll hear the echo through this whole talk, actions speak louder than words. Now, here's what I want to tell you. A lot of you probably haven't, and that's okay. I've taken some of the action, but not all the action I wanted. But you can regroup at any time. So one thing I want to encourage you is, number one, don't do what the world does. Don't beat yourself up. The world is already beating you up. Other people are already beating you up. Don't let yourself beat you up. You're the most important, crucial person in this role right now to make sure you're the one who's helping move you on. So if you haven't taken the actions you want right now, it's okay. Regroup. Draw a line in the sand right now, tonight, today, whenever you're listening to this, and say, I'm going to make a difference. And then you need to decide what actions you want to take starting tomorrow. Like I know tonight when I get done with these videos, I need to sit down and I need to make a specific list of what I want to get finished, what I want to finish accomplishing, not only this month, but this first quarter of the new year of 2020. And then from there, what do I want to do the second and the third and the fourth? Regroup what I put down originally, but make sure I'm on point and I'm moving ahead and I'm pacing it the right direction I want. Because again, you want to make sure your actions are linking up to your desires and your passions. It is so easy to let time go by. It's so easy to not make something happen. But you know what's also easy? To make things happen. To make things happen. But you know, I'll tell you this as well. It's also living in the fear of making things happen. I was on the phone tonight with somebody. They're on my phone. I haven't talked to this guy in a while. I shot a text and said, is this so-and-so? He said, yes. And we were chatting. Great guy. Really, really cool guy. But we were talking about things that haven't changed. I said, are you still at that same place? And he had an opportunity come up about a year ago, and the opportunity fell through. It sounds to me like it was probably better it did. But nothing's really changed. And I'm going to tell you something. This is one of the greatest guys, the coolest guys. He's awesome. Every time I'm around, he's positive. But does positive lead to action? See, that's what's unique. I think a lot of people get as positive as they can. They read as much as they can. They have as much knowledge as they can. But does it lead to action? So what I'm going to encourage you as I wrap this up tonight, I'm going to say this. Again, actions are everything. Actions mean more than words. If you take action, it's going to take you somewhere. Hey, sometimes when you take actions, they might not be perfect. I have buddies of mine who are great. They're more intelligent than me. When it looks to book smart, they're better read than me. But here it is. Most of what they do is they input, input, input. But if you don't output, 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 well, the input doesn't matter. The reason for the input is to be able to give out to others. When you bring it in, it's not for you to store it inside of you and keep it forever. I know people who store all this knowledge and they walk around and they want to sound like the geniuses. I know all this stuff. But what is the value in that if you don't give it away? You've got to take it and give it away. So I want to encourage you right now to, number one, look yourself in the mirror and be proud of you. You hear me say that a lot because I think a lot of us don't feel as qualified as we can. And you know what? Here's the bottom line to our life. We have so much more potential than we believe we have each and every day. But you've got to believe that about yourself. And not only do you have to believe that about yourself, but when you start believing it, the good thing is then you share it with others and you let them know they have potential, and it makes the world a better place. But remember this, the actions mean more than words. Action is what you need to do in life. So take a step. Take a step on faith, whatever that might be. What is it's been holding you back that you're scared to do? Take a step on faith. I heard a man say a long time ago, this is a number of years ago, I was in my early 20s and I'm 46 now, and this man said, if you're not getting laughed at least once a week, you're probably doing something wrong. That means your dream probably isn't big enough, and you're not doing something about it, and you're not sharing something about it. So take action today. I can't tell you what that action is because only you know what you desire. I was actually just texting someone else who was in my phone. This person got put in my phone 3 years ago, and I texted him tonight when I was a passenger in the back in the car for about 2 hours, and I said, is this still so-and-so's phone? You know what I loved about that? Since the time I met this guy, he was working an internship, he was going to college, and he was working at a hotel where we stayed, and I met him, and I said to him, is this so-and-so? He said, yes, and we started talking, and he's doing some stuff right now that he is absolutely passionate about, and that was exciting to talk to him about. It's not that I was passionate about, but he was passionate about it. So when he was taking action by going to school, by working a job he really didn't want to do, and doing an internship, all those things were consuming his life. He was exhausted, tired, but what did they lead to? That action led to him getting in a career that he's passionate about every day. So take the action to lead to passion, and it will make a difference not only in your lives, but it'll make a difference in the lives of everyone around you and future generations of your family. Have an awesome night, guys. Hey, listen, if this is the first time watching us, make sure you're subscribing. If you're seeing us on YouTube, make sure you're clicking on, man. You have questions, you have answers. Make sure you're connecting with us on Facebook. We want to hear from you. We want to know what you have. We want to know your thoughts, and we want to be there to help you most importantly. Have an awesome night. Thank you for watching Valuable Minutes with Brian. If this is your first time being with us, please make sure you follow, like, and share, and feel free to comment as well.